morning, welcome to Vlogtober day 3. I have a meeting in like 20 minutes. I set my alarm for 8:30 to get up and get ready for my meeting, which is at 10, and that didn't happen, and it's currently like 20 to 10, so whoops. It's just on Zoom, so it'll be fine, and it's for an ADHD coaching course, so they're just telling me a little bit about it. I'm gonna ask if they do like payment plans and stuff so that I can actually afford to do the course, and if not, then I'll just have to do it another point in the year, which is fine. But yeah, I'm gonna throw on some clothes and shove my hair up, go have the meeting, and then go about my day. I don't know what I'm doing today. Let's say good morning to this handsome man. Big yawn. Not me actually crying during the meeting. So we was talking about the coaching and stuff, and she was telling me all about her course and things, and like she's honestly such a lovely person. Like I was talking to her and I got such a warm vibe from her. She was so nice. And I explained like my financial situation, and I was like, coaching is something that I really want to do. Like helping people with ADHD and people with autism is like, it's kind of what I do on social media anyway. And I was like, do you do like payment plans? Like I know like this is the amount of the course and stuff, and she was so understanding, and she was like, yeah. And like we like sorted something out, and I just feel so happy. Like when people like help. Oh, I don't know. I finished my meeting and then I put my pyjama top back on because I want to do some tidying and stuff, and I've got quite a bit to do today. But also I'm going to take my ADHD medication again, and I'm really nervous. I'm kind of scared of taking it. So I take Concerta, and around 3.5 months ago I came off my meds because I wanted to see how I would be able to manage without them. There was a really big shortage of them 3 months ago, and long story short, I can't cope without them, and I've not felt like a human being for the past 3.5 months at all. So I got my prescription back, and I spent days trying to find a pharmacy that was stocking my medication, and I finally did yesterday. If you saw yesterday's video, you already know that, but today is going to be the first day that I'm taking them again. And because I've been off them for so long, and I take methylphenidate, you can't just go back and start taking the dose that you was on. So I was on 36 milligrams, and I'd been on that for nearly a year, so I had to start back at 18. But the side effects I had the first time around were not fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. They weren't awful, but I had like really bad headaches. My eyes felt like they were like protruding out of my head because they were like pulsating. I felt dizzy, and the first time I took them they gave me nosebleeds, which was not great. So I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen again, but I'm scared to take them. I don't like taking tablets, and I'd finally gotten used to taking tablets, and then I came off my medication. So we're gonna take the medication right now, okay? I can do this. I can do it. I have 2 weeks of 18 and 2 weeks of 27, and then I'll get another prescription of 27. I'm scared. I got it. I'm nervous. Done. Took it. Did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. It's done. It's done. No, I'm just kidding. Right, what am I doing today? I don't know, the meds aren't working. I'm joking, I've just taken them. I need to keep busy now, otherwise I'm just going to think about it, and I'm going to think about side effects, and I'm just going to get panicky. I've just had a shower, and I really need to go to the post office. This is the outfit I'm thinking of wearing today. I think it's quite cute, but it's absolutely, I don't know if you can see, throwing it down. I feel like my meds have not kicked in because my executive functioning skills are non-existent right now. It has only been like an hour since I've taken it, I think. Yeah, it's been about an hour. To be fair, I have tidied my apartment very briefly, but yeah. Also, look at this cute mug. I thought that was adorable. I really like it. I think I'm just gonna go to the post office right now, post what I need to post so it's done, then come back and get ready, because I feel like if I get ready first, I'm just gonna then need to get re-ready when I get back. I am fully flabbergasted at how much that just cost me. It was £30 to send my parcels. So my parcel to Australia cost me like £17 something, even though it was only meant to be like £10, because they had to put it through as a small parcel instead of a large letter. I don't really know why. And then I had to send my DVLA forms off, which cost me £8 to send there, and then I had to get a return envelope for them, which has cost me £8.15 to come back. So I can't actually believe how much money that has just cost me. Hello. I'm going to the cinema later today, maybe, potentially, and I'm watching The Creator, I think it's called. It actually looks really, really good. So I'm just going to start getting ready now. I know it's only 2:15 and I'm not going till like 8 o'clock tonight. But I want to be ready so that I can start doing the rest of the things that I need to do today and just not have to worry that I need to get ready as well. Do you know what I mean? I thought that I would use my time while I'm doing my makeup right now, because I was going to put music on and just vibe, but I figured I would use this time to talk a little bit about ADHD and boredom. I feel like a lot of people don't really fully understand the extent of how boredom can affect those with ADHD. So ADHD and boredom basically coexist together, and boredom can actually feel painful for a lot of us with ADHD. So we have a very, very low tolerance for boredom. Like the second that we begin to feel bored, we will attempt to latch on to anything that could potentially give us a bit of dopamine and make us not feel bored. And having a low tolerance for boredom actually makes us really susceptible to stuff like chronic depression and things, which I was actually diagnosed with chronic depression when I was quite young, and realising now that I have ADHD, and a lot of the time it was just burnout from being bored. Burnout with boredom can lead to struggles in emotional regulation, it can lead to anger outbursts. Our boredom tolerance is a lot lower than our neurotypical peers, and we experience boredom at a much higher rate and a lot easier as well. Like we can feel boredom every single day, even if we're doing things we enjoy, because we'll suddenly just not enjoy the thing that we're doing anymore. Feeling bored can lead to arguments with your loved ones, so like your friends, your family, your spouse and stuff. If you're burnt out from boredom as well, your tolerance for it is even lower, and you are easily frustrated, you feel like really agitated all of the time, and you can do things that you wouldn't normally do because you're burnt out as well as bored. So this can lead to like arguments and disagreements with loved ones and stuff. I really, really struggle with being bored, and I will just spend days literally staring into space. Sometimes the burnout from boredom is so bad that I will go to put the TV on, because I'm like, I'll just watch a TV show or a movie or something, and I don't even have the capacity to do that. And I'll put the TV like on, and I'll just sit and stare at a paused TV. I won't even put like something on that I want to watch, or I'll put something on that I want to watch and then I'll pause it because I'm like not concentrating enough, or because I got distracted on my phone or something, and then it'll just stay paused. Or I'll just put it on the home screen and I won't even pick anything to watch because I can't. And it's not that I don't want to pick something to watch, not that I don't want to do anything, I just physically can't, because I'm so burnt out from being bored and nothing is enticing me in, nothing is giving me any sort of dopamine, it's not making me feel excited to watch anything, and I just physically can't. And I will sit there and I'll just stare all day, and then when someone says, what have you done today? Literally sat and stared at a blank TV. That's all I've done today. And that can last for a day, it can last for a couple of days, it can last for weeks, it can last for months. I was actually diagnosed with chronic depression because it would happen to me so often that I had no pleasure in doing anything. I was constantly agitated, I was frustrated all the time, I was always tired and fatigued, I was generally low in mood, and it wasn't because I was depressed. Well, I was, but it was because I was bored and I was in burnout from boredom, which led to depression. I don't think a lot of people understand the severity of boredom with people who have ADHD. So being burnt out from boredom can also lead to like self-harming behaviours because of the frustration and the stress, and we don't physically know what to do. But yeah, self-harm is very common in boredom burnout. And it's always not super easy to tell when you're actually bored, because sometimes we don't know that we're bored, we don't know that we're zoning out, and then it's not until we've zoned back in that we're like, oh my god, as if it's just been 4 hours and I've sat and done nothing. Or little traits that we can do when we're bored or when we're in boredom burnout that we don't actually realise we're doing. So some of them can be like, if you're on the phone and you're on hold for ages, you'll just hang up. Even if you're next in line, you'll just hang up. It can also be like lack of interest in what's around you, even if that is previous hobbies or something that you've currently started to enjoy. And that's why it gets mistaken for depression so often, because you just have a lack of interest and joy in things. It can also be like constantly picking at food. So binge eating disorder is one of the most common eating disorders with people who are ADHD. And it's because of our dopamine deficiency. So we find dopamine and comfort in food. It can be impulsive to eat and pick at foods all of the time, and it can also be because of boredom and you don't know what else to do, so you'll just go to the cupboards or the fridge or the freezer and pick at foods all the time. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm a snacker much more than a meal person. Like, I much prefer snacks to meals. It can also give you a shorter attention span, and I know those of us with ADHD already have a short attention span and find it really hard to keep our attention on something. And when you're in boredom burnout or when you're bored, it's even harder to keep your attention. I do have orange. I might do little pumpkins. Should I do little pumpkins? Should I do like little autumn leaves? That's such a cute idea. I think I'm gonna do that. Does that look like an autumn leaf? No, not even a little bit. Maybe if I add a teensy bit of red. If I'm being fair, that's actually really cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do a little acorn. Look at that. Look how cute. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but I think it looks cute. It probably doesn't look very cute, but I'm gonna pretend that it does. I feel like I definitely should have just done like a pumpkin or something, but it's fine. I like to experiment, and whether it looks good or not, I feel like it's just fun to do it. I apologise for this awful lighting, but I've just got back from the cinema. I went watching Creator. If you want a good cry, go watch it. If you don't want to cry, don't watch it. I cried so hard that I was trying to hold my breath so the person I was with didn't hear me sob. And then when we left the cinema, we both just looked at each other and he looked at me and was like, it's not that bad. And just all mascara. Like, my face is black. It was so sad, but it was a kind of happy ending, but it was still really, really sad. So if you do fancy a cry or you want to watch it, take some tissues. I don't know if I was the only person in there that was sobbing. I think people may have shed a tear, but I'm an emotional wreck, and I had a full-blown like sob session. I'm probably going to end the video here. I'm not going to do anything else for the rest of the evening. I'm just going to have my pasta, maybe watch some TV, chill with the cat for a little bit, edit this vlog and upload it, and then probably go to bed. I feel like the lighting just keeps getting worse and worse because every single time I move my phone it's just adding shadow to the ring light. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll go and buy an actual ring light if they're not like super expensive. But yeah, I hope everyone has had a super, super good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!